Hey everybody, um, welcome back. So I did a little pre-work on this because this could end up being another long video like yesterday's. I do want to apologize a bit for, just gonna leave that, for yesterday's introduction in the video. It was all wackadoodle because I had recorded some stuff, and then when editing, the video became way too long because I just kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So in reality, that one flower should not have taken as long as it did. I don't know why it did. I don't know if it's because I was yammering or what, but it took way longer than I thought it was going to. And I had, at the beginning of the video, I had shown something else that I want to share with you, but I think it's going to have to be a separate part of a separate video, or actually when I start using the thing that I'm showing you, excuse me, I think I'll put it at the beginning of that video, but that could end up being a long video too. But anyway, I needed to get rid of something off of that video, and it still ended up being over an hour. So there you go. And I took probably another 10 minutes off of it. Why is this? That's why. Why is it acting like that? Because you caused it to. All right, now they're all uneven. So today is another beautiful day. Yesterday was not a beautiful day. Yesterday it was raining the entire day. Our new flowers were beaten down and some of them still have not perked up. By the way, this is the plant I'm doing. It's a Salvia plant, one style of Salvia plant, I believe. I'll go look at the tag. When I do the ID on my iPhone, that's what it tells me it is. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do these leaves. They almost look like dandelion leaves almost, but they're very ruffly and stuff, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. So this is not going to be realistic at all. But I'm going to do white, pink, and the lilac-y purple. I don't know who's mowing. It's probably my own husband. So let me go shut the door. It never fails. The instant I wanted to do a video, it's like the world is against me, I tell you. Oy, oy, oy. Anyway, I will add the leaves when I'm done with the flowers. They're not going to be as realistic as they probably should be. I'm not good at realism when it comes to, you know, that kind of thing. So, So really, there should be a thin gray. Speak much, Martha? My body has not been working for me today. I've had a weird morning as far as my body and my mouth and my brain all trying to work together. I'll tell you, I don't know if it's age or stress or the medical issues I've had or what, but some days it gets old being me. All right, so I'm going to quickly do a very thin, because the stem is thicker at the bottom, and then the top is thinner that the flowers come off of. So I'm just going to, whoa. Now I'm trying to rush, see, and things are happening. I'm trying to rush because I don't want this to be an exceptionally long video. So, you know. I'm debating on how tall to make these because I don't want to be making this forever. And I should have, if I had been smart, I would have not made so many stems. But the overachiever that I try to be, there it is. Ow, ow, ee, ah, that hurt. Tony was supposed to be out working on the van. Did not tell me he was going to mow. I didn't tell him I was making a video. So we're even. So there you go. Maybe when he stops, I can open the door again. Yeah, so yesterday it was like a high of 59. It was cold. It was gray. It was dark. It was very good sleeping weather. Although I did not take a nap and I should have. So. Alright, I'm not going to worry about them being, because like they get too tall and then I'm not going to be able to. Although I should have made that one a little taller, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm mumbling. Not that anybody has ever complained that they cannot hear me on my videos, because I know I have a very loud voice. I can project quite well. I grew up having to speak clearly and loudly because my father was deaf in one ear from firing guns in World War II. So, although he had a desk job for a long time in World War II too, or I should say as well. He was known to throw a typewriter through the floor of the barracks a few times. And my husband has a similar temper, or used to. He's not so bad anymore. He's mellowed a lot, but yeah. And he was also in the Army and did a lot of admin type work at first. In fact, when Tony was in the Army in Germany, MASH was a show that everybody loved, and they called him Radar. So if you've ever seen the show MASH, and you know Radar, the admin guy for the colonel, or for the whole crew anyway. Yeah, so he had the curly hair, the black glasses, the whole shebang. So I never called him Radar. That was not my nickname for him, but there you go. I'm going to see if I can make this a little quicker than... My last few hearts have taken a very long time to do. That azalea bush, the white French knot one, that thing took me hours. It took me the entire day that day. But I enjoyed it immensely, and I enjoyed the outcome. It's one of my favorite that I've done. So there you go. If I can do these and not mess up the French knots, that would be nice. I'll let my thread unwind. These should be fairly quick because they're just going to be up each side of the stems. Yeah, those things. And the planter that we got with these plants in them came with all 3 colors in it. So, but they are supposed to come back every year. There's a type that comes back every year, and then the other type of Salvia that we got are not supposed to come back every year. So yes, yesterday was cold, dreary, wet, very, very wet. And today started out cloudy, but it's about 75. And yesterday it only reached like barely 59, I think. So it's already much warmer. It's humid because of all the water around from yesterday's rain. But it's warmer, and the sun is out, which wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be cloudy all day. So that's nice. But guess what? We're going to get rain again tomorrow. I mean, tonight and tomorrow. At one point, they had thunderstorms in the forecast, but they've taken that out. But who knows? They might come back. You never know. So next week, late in the week, I think it's next week, at some point in the near future, we'll put it that way, I am going to be not around for a few days. And where I'm going to be has no cell signal. So I won't be able to, I don't expect to be able to post anything as far as a video or Instagram. Unless I can get some videos and some hearts done ahead of time, but I struggle to get them done in real time. I don't know if I can ever get ahead, but I'll try. But if there aren't any videos or Instagram, things from me, I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm not going to overthink it. Then that is why. So hopefully I will come back re-inspired with some new ideas, or not. Anything's possible. It could go south. It could go the other way. Come back less inspired. Let's hope not. But like, even when I did the white azaleas, that heart, I mean, that was inspired by just driving through the neighborhoods. So, all you have to do is keep your eyes peeled for inspiration. It's all around. Me, when it comes to photography or, stitching or creating things, it's, even when I was making journals, everything was nature. I never did a sewing journal. I have the materials to do a bee journal, but I never did it. So, uh-oh. Oh, no. I didn't use 4 strands, so these are a little smaller, but that's okay. I'm winding it more times. So, yeah. I think I mentioned in my last video as well that I cracked my screensaver on my phone. And my phone is an iPhone XS Max. Well, instead of really checking to make sure that's what my phone was, because all you have to do on an iPhone is go into settings and it tells you all about your phone, like what it is and how many gigabytes it holds and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, instead of doing that, I'm like, well, I know it's an iPhone XS XS Max, XS. No, it's not. It's a Max. So I ordered a screen protector on Amazon, and it came, and I started trying to put it on, and I cleaned the screen, and I go to set it on top. I didn't peel it off or anything, you know, the protective thing yet. And I'm like, wait, this is way too small. Why is this so small? And there goes the sun. It just disappeared. So I hope you're getting enough light here. I do not have a ring light, so I'm just using an LED desk lamp that I have. Boy, it got dark. Anywho's, yeah, so I tried to do that this morning, and wrong one. So I packaged everything up, and Tony did the return on the laptop, and I made 4 or 5 phone calls to like phone repair places to see if they carried it. One lady had it, but they wanted $25 for it, and I could get it for half that on Amazon. So I ordered it. I don't think I have enough thread left. I'm gonna call that one good. Oh my gosh, look at the mess I made. No wonder my thread ran out so fast. So I ordered the right one, the correct one, the XS, that's hard to say, Max, on Amazon, which will arrive tomorrow. Hopefully I don't drop my phone between now and then again, because always dropping my phone. I don't know why. I don't try to. And it should be here tomorrow, and hopefully I don't think those are going to be thick enough. It really works better with all the strands. And so it'll get here, and I'll put it on, and it'll be fine. But meanwhile, Tony's been asking me, you know, like how much a new phone costs. Those things are not cheap. It's crazy. So he has a phone that, like, he had a work phone for a very long time. And so he didn't need a phone. So when he went to go, when he retired, he went to go, he took an older phone that he had. I mean, this thing's got to be 10 years old if it's anything. And that's the phone that he got put back on the plan. He had it reactivated, or whatever you call it, and had it put back on the plan. Well, the phone is junk. I mean, it really is not. It's an Android phone. I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's a Samsung or something. And whenever he needs help doing something on it, I can't help him. I don't know how it works. I've always only ever had an iPhone. And it's small. So when he's out somewhere and he wants to text me, it's harder than heck for him to text me because, you know, he's a guy. He's got big fingers, and these are tiny little, it's a tiny little screen. So today he said, well, if you got a new phone, then I could take your phone. I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to talk you into that for, you know, a while now. So there's a possibility I'll be getting a new phone. I'm not going to get the 14 Pro. If any of you have the iPhone 14, let me know if you like it. But it's going to cost close to $1,000 for a new phone. But we don't have a house phone. We use my phone number for all of the Like anything that has to do with contacting us for anything, we use my phone. Which means I get all the scam calls and all the junk that goes along with having the phone number. And so, like even medical stuff for Tony, you know, if they want to call and set up an appointment for something, it comes in on my phone. And if he's not here or he's, you know, in the bathroom, or I have to say, I'm sorry, he can't come to the phone right now. Can I help you? And of course, they only want to talk to him. So, because it's medical stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the patootie. And I'd be happy to hand over my phone. Of course, he would need a new case, and I'm not sure where we'd find that. Because, you know, iPhone 14s are out now, and I have a 10. So, but my phone works fine. But at least he'd be able to use it for more things, like our music is on there, our Apple Music, and, you know, he could even use it for Prime Video or whatever he wanted. And he can't do that on his phone now. He can use it for GPS, can't use his phone for GPS. Even if he could, he can't see it. When he makes a phone call, he can't understand anything the people on the other end are saying. I'm not sure they can understand him, although when he calls me, I can understand him pretty okay. When he's not mumbling. Man mumbles. I'm like, what? Doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't help that I have really bad tinnitus. And my ringing in my ears has gotten exponentially worse over the last year. But anyway, ooh, he just ran over something with the mower. Alright, I'm gonna do another, since purple's my favorite color. And the needle's already threaded for the moment, till I unthread it here, which I can see coming down the pike here. Might as well use up this bit of thread that's left on it. Do a couple of knots. Waste not, want not. Not. Stick one in between because that's kind of far away. Whoops, come on. Ay. I'm sorry for the noise. I really am. Oh, thank you, Lord. Although I don't know that he's done. Ay. So I made my taco potatoes last night. They turned out okay. They were pretty good. I should have thrown some salsa in with it, and I forgot. We bought a new jar of salsa yesterday. That's one thing I don't make myself because I don't buy the peppers and all that stuff. I mean, at some point, I have to sort of let go of some of my anxiety about food that's pre-made. I mean, I'm doing my best, and I'm probably 99% fresh and plant-based with a few exceptions. So maybe 98%, I don't know. But I'm doing my best because that's what makes me feel safe and secure. So anyway, but I forgot to put salsa in it. And that would have given it a little, I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in, but I didn't use enough. I could smell it while it was cooking. And I thought, oh, this is going to be really strong. Couldn't really taste it. So, yeah. And then I forgot to put the coconut aminos in it. And that gives it a little kind of depth of flavor. And because I don't use Worcestershire sauce anymore because it's not vegan. And otherwise, it turned out, pretty well. I'll tell you, making a sauce with fresh tomatoes tastes so much better because you can add whatever salt you want in it. And I feel like salt is used along with some other not always great ingredients as like a flavor enhancer. Like, oh, this tastes good. Well, it's, got a lot of sodium in it. That's why it tastes good. But when you make something from scratch like that, it really tastes so much better. So fresh. I thought those were 6 strands over there, but maybe not, because they're looking a little puny on that side of this flower. So I'm just going to try and fill in here. See if we can stick a couple of more robust looking flowers in. Come on. Missed one there. I can feel it twisting and trying not to go through as smooth or as smoothly as it should. Go up here. Okay. Go down here. Oh, something stuck to my lip. So, Colleen, I answered you back about the corn. However, I'm not sure I think it's about as clear as mud. So, the first time I did it, I put olive oil on and rubbed it on with my hand, like rubbed it all around the corn on the cob. Then I put it on a rack in the oven with a pan underneath it in case the oil drips, which it doesn't usually unless you put way too much on. And I roasted it that way, and it was in with some potatoes and vegetables that I was roasting. Other vegetables. Corn is a vegetable too. But other vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower. So a lot of times I roast all that stuff together. If I'm having roasted potatoes, I will have roasted broccoli, roasted cauliflower, roasted carrot. Well, this time I did the broccoli and cauliflower and the corn on the cob. So I leave all that stuff in about 40-45 minutes. And that's usually just about perfect. And so it turned out really good. I should have turned it a couple of times and let it roast more evenly on all of the sides. The second time I did it, I think this is the second time, I did the same thing, but I put it on a pan with parchment paper. I have these tiny metal stainless steel pans, and I put it on with parchment paper. Oh, now he's gonna weed whack. Now he came in the house, he saw the door shut. He knows I'm on the video. That man's gonna make me crazy. Oh my gosh, this video. If that noise is really annoying in the background, this video is never gonna make it online. So I put it on the pan, and it actually roasts a little better on the pan. I don't know why very frustrating. Roasts better on the pan because it sort of gets that brownish, that toasty kind of coating on it. And I think I left that one in for 45 minutes as well. However, the third time I did it, I left them in for about 20-25 minutes. They weren't really like roasted, toasted, like brownish, like charred, I guess. They weren't charred or anything like that. I get really mad when I see wasted thread like that. It makes me a little crazy. But 20 minutes was plenty. And that was at 425 Fahrenheit. So you could start at 20 minutes, preheat the oven, start at 20, and depending on whether you put it directly on the pan or you're putting it on a rack or you're, putting it on parchment paper, depending on what you want to do, would depend on, and then I would start at 20 minutes, set a timer, whatever, and watch it, like check it after 20 minutes. And if you want to leave it in a little longer, you can turn it over, flip it and let the other side cook. But it doesn't come out all soggy. Like sometimes, well, most of my life, when I've had corn, I've started it in cold water, I've started it in hot water, I've started it all kinds of ways, but it just seems to come out mushier. You know what I mean? Like you bite into it and it's watery tasting. And I've been looking for a nice stainless steel pan that has a steamer insert in it. Can't find one for a price I'm willing to pay at all. So when I find one of those, my vegetables will start getting steamed some of the time instead of roasted. Like Tony will boil vegetables, but I don't like them boiled. I like them steamed, like up out of the water or roasted. I don't want them in the water. I want them above the water with a cover on and steamed. They're so much tastier that way and not soggy and waterlogged. So the corn, I mean, I only did it that way because I was being lazy one night. And that's how I did it. So yeah, experiment with it. And I did do it at 425. And actually, now that I think about it, I may have done it at 450 the first time. Maybe that's why it came out nice and toasty. That's possible. That's a possibility. You can do it at 450, but definitely check it after 20 minutes, especially if it's sitting directly on a stainless steel or metal of some sort pan. Definitely check it after 20 minutes. And you can just rotate it and let it keep toasting. I'm thinking now that must be what I did. Maybe that's why the first one came out better. Why the other ones I put on 425, I don't know. But anyway. I also toast quinoa that way. And it comes out really crunchy and it makes a great topping for stuff. And I did that last night. I did mix it with nutritional yeast. And it made a nice crunchy topping for the potato. So, I mean, I've been doing this type of eating for, let me see. It's been about a year, maybe a year and 3 months. And I was sticking with very basic meals. And then, I don't know, I started experimenting with other things. And I'm getting more into that. And it's more enjoyable to eat now because I am playing around, trying to find different things to enjoy to eat, like making pizza. No cheese, and I didn't miss it. Did not miss it. Well, okay. I miss cheese a little bit, But I didn't miss it on the pizza. The crust was so good. I just didn't miss the pizza. I mean, the cheese. I topped it with so many other things. You know, you've got tomatoes. I made tomato sauce from scratch. And add a couple of sun-dried tomatoes in there. I found the cleanest jar, meaning cleanest ingredients, of sun-dried tomatoes. They were packed in olive oil and they were Italian, so there was that, and they're very good and very strong and very tasty. Ugh! And Tony added broccoli to his. He steamed or cooked some broccoli first. Added a little on top. What did I add? Lentils, quinoa. Then I toasted some quinoa and put that on top with the nutritional yeast. I can't remember what else I added. But for me, lentils are like sort of like ground beef. I cook them in a very simple Kitchen Basics is the brand. Vegetables. Vegetable stock. Not high sodium. There's no salt added, in fact. And they have very, like, you look at some vegetable stocks, they add sugar. Well, I don't do sugar anymore. I don't know. I feel like that one came out the best. But anyway. Okay. Moving on. One more. And, yeah, so this vegetable stock is our favorite. And then you can add whatever seasonings you want to it. That's how food should be. All right. Another pink one or another purple one? Oh, what the hey. Of course we're going to go purple. Because it's my favorite. Oh, we're only at 34 minutes. Man, I stabbed the heck out of my finger that time. So I'm going to be trying an experiment in the next video. And we will see how that goes. I can't believe it's almost 3 o'clock again. I don't know. Well, we went up in, we had to go to Fredericksburg and return. We drop our Amazon returns off at a UPS store. I've never had a problem with them. Well, I had one problem with them once during the pandemic, but other than that, I've never had any problem with them. So, I mean, there's some packages you can return to Kohl's. I think it depends on the type of return, but I'm not sure. I've never checked into that. Robin, I think you said that you weren't aware that you could return Amazon packages to Kohl's until recently. I've known that because I have returned other things to Kohl's, and they have a big sign back there saying that they take Amazon returns. So, but the UPS store, Tony can drop me right at the door. I walk in, I'm right there. In Kohl's, you have to walk all the way to the back customer service area, which is always in the far back. And parking is harder, so we go to the UPS store and return our Amazon misadventures. So we did that, and then what else did we do? Oh, we were driving by, we were on our way to Wegmans, which is a grocery store here in the northeast. And Tony kept asking me, was there anywhere else I wanted to go? And because we know we were in the house all day yesterday, and we know we're going to be in the house tomorrow because it's supposed to be nasty weather again. So, we were driving by and I went, "Ooh, I want to go to the new TJ Maxx that they opened a couple weeks ago." Because the store has to be bigger than the one that's in Culpeper, because all the stores in Culpeper are miniature sized. The Joanne, I'm not happy about that. Darn it. The Joann's and the Michaels are about half the size of what you would find in a normal city. Well, okay. I'll show you how I fix that. Maybe. Because it got really stretched out. Or not. Okay, we're going to... smash it down. Sew it down. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Having a time. Holy cow. The last flower. Of course I have to have trouble. I just go right up through that loop. Snag it. I'll just make a new knot, right there. Corral that little puppy that's sticking out all over the place that doesn't belong there. Goodness. So we went into the TJ Maxx. It was packed. There were 1 million people in there. Was not thrilled about that. So we did a quick walk around and left. I actually like the smaller store better. I think it's kept well. It's well stocked. And this was a new store we went into. And the one in the town of Culpeper is, I think, much better. But anyway, then we went on to Wegmans, which was also packed because it's Saturday, of course. And we got, I'd forgotten we needed coleslaw when we went, I think we went shopping day before yesterday. Thursday, maybe, I guess. I think. I'm going to add to this one because these are looking a little sad. So we got coleslaw, and I needed a lemon. And the last time I was in there looking at lemons, they were sad. And they were still pretty sad, but they had a few fresher ones in there. And they had almost no avocados left in there. So I don't know if everybody is making like guac or whatever this week. Usually, you know, you can't find certain things like around Super Bowl weekend, but just a general Saturday, I would have thought they'd have been a bit better stocked up, but they weren't. So, oh, great. You won't believe what he's doing now. He's on the deck right outside the bedroom with a ladder, and he's going to clean gutters. Gosh. I can't win. I don't think he has any idea I'm doing a video. He didn't even look in here. Goofball. Okay. What a mess. Back is a mess. It shouldn't be a mess. It should be nice and pretty and clean like that one. Come on. Alrighty. right, so now we're gonna move this mess over here. And let's see, bring the green back. That is not 4 strands, right? I mean 6 strands. It's 3, 4. There's 4. I'll save that for another time. I think I'm going to try and do the leaves in 6 strands. I don't work well with it this thick, but we're going to give it a shot. He still hasn't looked in the window, in the sliding door, to see if I'm in here or what I'm doing. Up the ladder he goes. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on out there. Oh, my goodness gracious. Professional videos. Not. Don't come here for them. And still hasn't looked in here. My husband is the least observant person that I've ever known in my entire life. I don't think that's the right thing I'm going for. So I'm going to make another one. I'm not taking that one out. Don't worry. I'm not going to start over. It's just an experiment. It's just a heart. Don't. I know you can hear all that banging around. Thank you, honey. That looks a little better to me. Remember when I said my brain and my hands and my brain and my body weren't cooperating with each other? I got out of the car. Well, I tried to get out of the car when Tony pulled up to the UPS store. And my hand, I kept trying to grab for the handle to open the car door. My hand kept missing the car door. I'm like, seriously? And then I tried to tell, Tony thought I was having trouble opening it, so he hit the unlock button. That wasn't the problem. So I turned around and I said to him, or I tried to say to him, it's not locked. It's just my hand isn't cooperating. And that came out as a garbled mess. Like, it's not. Oh my God. What's happening to me? Okay, to make that bigger. And then if I do this, it looks kind of more like those leaves. The little. I think that's working better. They kind of have like almost a spiky part of the leaf coming out of it. Well, that doesn't look like it at all. The sun has definitely gone away. That looks more like it. And that one. Not those. But that's okay. Well, now he's gone off the deck. So, well, down the stairs. Not off the deck like as in a bad way. Because I wouldn't be sitting here still doing this if he had. It's looking very dark and gray out. Oops, come on. Don't unthread. I've been pretty good this time. Okay. One long one. And then one that comes right about there, sort of spikes off of that leaf. That one you can't even see. Nope. Spoke too soon. I'd been doing well, but not in the mirror. So what are you doing this weekend? Hope you're doing something fun. Or that you're crafting, because, you know, that's fun. Oh, Lord, he's back. Oh, jeez. Yeah, least observant guy I know. Like, seriously. I did do a video. I have not posted it yet, of the photographs that I have hanging in my house that I took, and most of them in the video, not all of them, most of them are mounted on canvas, and I just Mod Podged them on there. So I will post that. Probably in combination with another video. Okay, we're almost there, I promise. I know this is not the most thrilling or exciting video ever, but, you know, that's not what you come here for, because if you are, you're in the wrong place. I don't know if anybody's interested in me doing any videos of the place we are going. It's just a campground with a lake. My backyard bird and squirrel video didn't go over so well, so I don't want to, you know, bring that on again. So I don't know if anybody's interested, so. And I don't know what it's like. I haven't been there before. I'm hoping that I'm going to take my good camera, my big camera. I have a Nikon, and I'm going to try and get some photography done, but it may end up being iPhone photography as well. It depends on what's around there and how photogenic everything is. But I only found out like 2 days ago that there's no cell service, and Wi-Fi is iffy. I don't like to use public Wi-Fi. I guess the The campground building itself, like they usually have a store and it's where you register and stuff like that when you arrive. They have Wi-Fi, but I don't like using public Wi-Fi because there's just too much scamming going on in the world. Don't trust anybody. So, we will be checking text messages. Or I will. Tony won't, because nobody texts him. But I'll be checking my text messages. But I won't be able to get emails and phone calls and, see videos or anything like that. So that's going to be interesting. I haven't unplugged in a very long time. My main entertainment anymore is YouTube and TikTok. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. We're bringing DVDs. Yep, we still have DVDs. And we'll bring some games to play. It's supposed to be a meetup with other people that have the same kind of van that we have. And we only know one, maybe two people that are going to be there. We know them from prior meetups. So the rest of the people we don't know. So it'll be nice getting to know other people. They are probably going to be newer to the world of this van. And it'll be interesting to talk to them. And some of the people have a newer model than we have. And the newer models have things that we don't have, of course. It's just like everything else that you get. Before you blink, it's out of date already. A year is a long time to have anything anymore. By then, everything that you have is out of date from what what the next guy bought. So yeah, I'm closing in on an hour. It is so dark. I can barely see anymore. Wowza. Come on, Martha. I feel like there's a leaf missing right there. I'm going to have to get some more of this green. It's pretty. It's DMC 3347. It's a good leaf color. Give me a good reason to go shopping for more thread. Right? Whew. Hot flash. Wowie. Okay, leaves do overhang other plants, so I'm going to have to overhang some of these, otherwise it's not going to look right. Too many bare spots. Going as fast as I can. I'm promise. Haven't decided what I'm having for dinner tonight. I took some of my bread I made out of the freezer. I might just have a sandwich. One of my favorite meals ever when I was still eating eggs was home fries, eggs, and toast. All right, Martha, quit trying to think you're going to get more out of it than you will. Just get more thread. It's okay. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just going to use this up here. I don't think anybody's going to notice the difference between 6 strands and 4 strands. Except me. And you all. Shh, don't tell. Nobody will know. Oh, I don't think I said, did I say when I was talking about the phone screen protector? There was one place that did have it in stock. But it was $25. Yeah, I did say that because I said I could get it for half price on Amazon, which I did. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, and I don't like that you're taking business away from somebody who has a franchise or whatever it is. But, I mean, you know, we're on fixed incomes. we gotta watch our pennies, and there's been a lot of pennies going out the tube lately. Which is why I don't have a newer iPhone or, excuse me, other things that are happening. Okay, I think that's it. Boy, this back is a mess. Sloppy, sloppy girl. So I do have an idea for the next video, and I will try and get that done. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because I have to attach 67. That video that I took off of the beginning of the video yesterday to shorten it, I'm going to attach that to it. So this is number 60. Oh, this is number 68, which I think turned out okay. You know, look at it really up close. Yeah, I like that. It's simple. Didn't take that long. Took an hour. I did pre-make the leaves though. And this one, this is all I did was put these around it for the leaves. I was so tired last night that I just couldn't do more than that, but I wanted to add something to it as far as the green. I'm very unhappy. I did also go around the edges with, I don't know what stitch it was. It's what I thought I saw on an Instagram, but it didn't turn out the same. So, and I'm not thrilled with it. But anyway, it's okay from a distance, but I don't like how all the petals are so different. But those are my interpretation of that spiky leaf. So there's that. And that was 67. This is 68. I can't believe I'm almost to 70. And that means there's only 30 more after that. So there we go. 68. I like it. That's another one of my favorites. that did come out well. So thanks for joining me, as always. I appreciate it. I always appreciate anybody who watches to the end. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Subscribe if you're not, because that doesn't cost you anything. It just helps me. So I love you all, and you all take care, and I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Not sure when that'll be, but I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.